Do you have a moment to talk about the three goddesses of Hyrule?
Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James, and today I'm joined by Jay Parnas and Damo Camilleri. Stop selling the good word.
The good word.
Yeah,
There's a Facebook page called The Good Nut. I wonder if they're in charge of it. Maybe it is.
I have some moments to talk about Din. I like redheads.
So, we're into our patched updates, the final episode for the month, where we talk all about what we've been playing. And Damo, you kick it off. No, a few.
You guys just flip the table. Bugger off! So,
Bugger off.
plenty of Fallout 4. We're still kicking on that.
Plenty of Fire Emblem.
Can't even finish a sentence without being brought up the fact that maybe I didn't even play Fire Emblem Paul. Did you ever think of that?
You told me before.
No.
Shut up, Paul!
No, he would never have thought that.
Okay.
Why would he have any reason
I'm
to
about,
think that?
level 46 now, so that's okay. Getting to the point where, enemies are actually harder to kill. And I actually have to buy
No Fire
or
Emblem.
find better guns.
More emblems.
Been doing a bit of Hyper Dragon Ball Z, so not Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension, Hyper Dragon Ball Z,
What is Hyper Dimension though?
which is a Mugen game, which is pretty fun. I think they've just added either Boo or Frieza. I can't remember which one they just added.
Does it actually
Fun.
use the original Mugen engine?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So everything's being built from the ground on up, though. They're not using anyone else's sprites and stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
What else have I been playing for?
Bit of Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I did some co-op-y Battlefront 2 stuff, and my all-time fave of Fire Emblem Warriors.
Is it?
Come on, talk about it a bit.
Is it better than the mainline Fire Emblem games?
No.
So it's not your
It's
all-time
his favourite Switch game that he's played.
Yeah, it's... Oh, and I played some Mario Odyssey, too.
Oh, damn it.
It's a bit of fun.
Favourite.
But, what? So far it has been.
Yeah, fuck Mario Odyssey too.
Fire Emblem's amazing, and it's really cool.
You can hate on
You've
all
got
the
those
custom
tactics.
draft.
That's fine.
You still got those tactics there, like where you can tell your people where to go. You've got your ability tree or your skill tree, which is pretty cool. You have your relationships. You don't have to worry about the kids. The DLC I think is coming soon, which is the Awakening characters or the Fates characters.
It's being pretty well supported, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is this, Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw something about some Awakening characters coming out for that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not up to date. I know a guy on the Serene Forest.
Oh,
Wiki?
you've got a guy?
I got a guy. He's actually like he
Man
just
on the inside.
he emailed them and was like, "Hey,
Dad works for Nintendo.
I pretty much obsess about this game and no one's giving me information yet.
Miyamoto.
Do you want me to start giving you stuff?" And they're like, "Sure." We pretty much run on volunteers, so he's been help writing the wiki there. Yeah, no, it's been sweet. I have been having a lot of fun. Like, I mean, I only get to play it on Saturdays because it's a day I, rock over to my mate's house and he's just like, "Here you go." He told me that I won't be able to borrow it when I get my Switch for Christmas. Thank you, Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, sorry, happy holidays, whatever your pagan god
Hanukkah
you
and everything
follow.
else that you do.
All of them.
I don't discriminate. I choose all.
In for a penny, in for a pound, motherfucker. Whatever, man.
just wear that grey suit and just like,
No.
I am neutral
Like-
to everything.
The blood of my enemies, that's what I wear.
Love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, Fallout's been fun. I finally worked out if you turn off the radio, the game is a lot more fun. I did play Dead Space, the game of the month.
For last month.
Oh, Dead Space 2. Sorry, I apologise.
Are you going to play Dead Space 1 at some point?
Nope.
You should. It's
I
great.
am done with horror survival for a very, very long time. Do not need it. Don't want it. I mean, Fallout gives me enough creeps when I'm, dealing with ghouls.
Have you played any DLC of Fallout yet?
Nah,
Nuka
very,
World or-
very early
Nuka
into
World?
the game.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll wait till I get to like level 130 before I
Yeah, right.
think, or if I complete the game.
Is there a cap?
130. That's all.
Okay.
The whole skill tree capped out.
Yeah,
Everything.
right.
And then there's a bigger cap after with the DLC.
Are you
Because
going to play One Punch Man?
One Punch. That's a pretty phenomenal video.
Have you seen some of that?
Yeah,
that's good.
just all the death claws and he's just... Which that should be coming out soon too. That game would be nice. Not game, anime.
Is there more of that coming out?
Yep. And I think that's about it. I've been dabbling on Shadow Arrow?
Shadow of War.
Shadow
I
of
see. I saw a bit of that played. I haven't got around to it. One of the
Warrior.
people I know is bugging me to play it, And wish the tablet would unlock. Thank you, Pepsi Man. Shadowverse, that card game that I still think they got to like 15 million downloads, something like that. So they offered just like, here's a whole bunch of cards again. It's like, God, I don't even play this game anymore. I just log in and get my bonuses and bugger off.
Yeah.
Welcome to mobile games.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but that's about it. Everything's been fun. Haven't been looking forward to getting stuck into Mario and Zelda and all that stuff when the Switch finally comes on Christmas Day.
Real talk. Now that you've got a big boy console, and you've had it for a period of time,
late teens boy console. It's getting there.
What?
I'm gonna
PlayStation 4.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
PS4.
Fucking idiot.
The guy that lends me games forgot that he.
Have you found yourself playing less indie games than you used to?
Yes and no. Only because my household is a terrible place to be in. So a lot of my indie games actually came off Steam. Because one, they're cheap, and two, there's a billion of them.
Yeah.
And just trying to play a game.
That's what I mean. Like,
iPhone's
have you played much Steam stuff since you've got your console?
No, only because it's not in my bedroom.
Fair enough.
Once I move out, that'll be a perfect balance because I'll be able to have
Yeah, cool.
both things going on.
Because I know that when I bought my second, because obviously I have my Xbox, but when I got the PS4 and also started to dip into like longer running games like Overwatch and stuff, I noticed I play less indie shit on Steam. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll definitely take its hit. I do want to get around to playing Cuphead. I want to get around to Cuphead playing me, but yeah.
Yeah, that's, yes.
Like a fiddle.
You will get fucked.
So I think, though, that throws to you, and you can start with Cuphead, given that, because you've got thoughts.
Okay. I'll move that to the top of the list. Yeah, so I was really looking forward to Cuphead. I found the first world was great fun. It was really hard, but it was good fun.
And then
I felt very betrayed. But let me tell you why. Not because it's harder, not at all. In the first world, all of the bosses have a pattern.
Yeah.
And that pattern is always the same.
Yeah.
Very much like, your Dark Souls, your
Mega Mans.
Your Mega Mans. It's pattern memorization.
Yep.
In the second world, and I don't know about anything beyond that, because I haven't beaten it.
You don't want to get to the third world.
Shit is random.
Yeah.
It's, some of the bosses will be like, oh, I'm going to throw out this move, or I'm going to throw out a slightly different move, just for shits and giggles. Oh, instead of it being like, in this cluster of 4 shots, one of them will be purple. This time, none of them are.
Yeah.
Or pink, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or now some of them are 3. Like, it's random to the point that it's not, like, you can only learn so much. And I feel like I will have better runs when there's mechanics that they throw out that is just, like, more manageable, or I'm more likely to be able to parry. The parry also doesn't feel super responsive because the active frames it doesn't show enough for me personally. I feel like they could do a better job of, it's like they put like a circle around you or something, something.
Yeah.
Like if you think of like Sonic 2 or something where he does like the air jump where it's got like the flash around him. Yeah. Something like that. I felt like that it was imprecise and inconsistent enough that it ruined it for me, because I felt like I was going to have a game where it's like, all right, cool, I will pattern memorize, because as you know, big Mega Man fan.
Yeah.
I enjoy my Dark Souls, especially Bloodborne. All of those sorts of games are pattern memorization. Shit is the same. You do when they do the thing, you do the other thing.
Yeah.
And if it's different and random enough that it's like, oh well, they're going to throw out a move that's slightly different. Like, yeah, I guess you can argue the old get good formula, but it just doesn't feel like, it feels like what was pitched to me is not what it is.
Yeah.
And it feels like the first world has not prepared me for what the rest of the game is, because every boss up to that point.
Did you find the 4th clown to do the barbershop quartet?
I've not. No.
Oh,
I've
dude,
only beaten one boss
all you got to do is find him on the main map, and then they sing you a song, and it's the song that like so many people I know have like beaten the second world, never found the clown, and then they're like, someone's like, oh, it must be the third world or whatever, and then someone just tells them, no, it's over here, do this. They go to get him, and then they hear the song, and they're like, yeah, I could have done that, like, fucking, like, 5 minutes in world 2. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. So that's all I'll say about Cuphead. Like, I mean, it looks great, it sounds great, but I just feel...
It's at least.
Yeah. Well, it's been a long time since we've done one of these. I don't know, I just feel betrayed with what I feel like was touted for that game.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting something where it's like true pattern memorization, and it just doesn't feel like it does it fairly.
Fair enough.
That's, anyway.
Don't discourage from playing.
No, just fucking...
He wasn't having a jab at it.
No.
It's great. As you said, it's great
fine.
fun.
It's fine. It's just some little things feel a little bit
It's
imprecise.
kind of like going from like year 11 to year 12 for a lot of you people that may have be getting ready for that. It's like, hey man, yeah, that's all right. You can get some extra time on that, and then it's like you jump into year 12 and they're like, by the way, bitch, get ready for freaking exams, bro.
That's how I run my class.
Okay, you out of nowhere.
Sorry to bun you.
Not even that. It just feels less. It just feels less like it's designed for you to learn. It's just we're gonna make it hard because fuck you. That's all it is. It doesn't feel like it's we want to reward you by you learning exactly the thing to do. It's like even if you learn it, it might be something else. And it's like, well, fuck you, actually, instead. I've got other games to play.
If
so
Jay
that's
had
cool too.
Twitter, you just... the tweets that would be at you would be, wait till you get to the pirate ship.
Oh, yeah, but I don't
We've
care.
all heard that joke, okay?
But I don't
We all get it.
But that's the thing, like, I've just now
He
lost...
doesn't anticipate getting there.
I've lost my care factor. I've waited years
Just
for
gonna
that
go back
game.
to the carrot and beat the carrot.
I love beating the carrot. Defeating the carrot.
Again, get that on a t-shirt, folks. We've got laser zatty swords, and I like
Alright.
beating the carrot.
All right, I have a chunky list, so we're going to move on from
so we better
Cuphead.
keep rolling.
I picked up Garou Mark of the Wolves and The Last Blade 2, which are two fighting games from the Neo Geo era. They're fun. I played some of them. It was good. Moving on.
This is going to be a good episode. We're rolling through these.
I started and finished Titanfall 2. Not sure if I've spoken about that on here.
No.
That was a lot of fun. That fucking campaign is something special. Have you played it?
No.
I might lend you my copy. It's
Fair enough.
dope as shit.
Oh, you played it on PlayStation, did you?
I did. It's fun right up until you're like, yeah, this shit's awesome. I'm gonna jump in the multiplayer, and then you get reamed and then put the game down forever.
Yeah.
Because it's like
That multiplayer is intense.
it's rough. But yeah, the campaign of that game, man, it does some things. That game is the game that just has moments. It's like, yo, fucking...
And I don't think they've been recognised. Well,
you're right.
There's been plenty of people who've kind of sung the praises of the campaign.
I don't think that game got
I don't
its...
think people recognise quite how good that campaign
Especially the campaign, I think, it's up there with, for me, Doom.
is. Yep.
I'm
Actually,
just gonna add this to a list of shit I probably need to buy.
Well, yeah, we've both got a copy. So
Yeah.
You both have a copy, but what if we all want to play together?
what?
So you do that?
And then three of us get butt fucked on the internet? No
Well, no,
thanks.
if we can build up a nice crew, then maybe we don't have to have anyone else in
Titanfall
and we can
3
be
is
mediocre
Titanfall
together.
2.
Titanfall 2.
Okay.
We can be mediocre together
Yeah.
with a whole crew of people who are also mediocre.
That's true.
Moving on.
Alright, Windjammers. Maybe you've heard of it. It's
Windjammers!
pretty cool. I mean, look, it's a multiplayer game for the most part. I mean, there's an arcade mode, but it's a multiplayer game. It built like an old arcade fighting game because it is one. I could tell you about what it is, but just fucking go and purchase it. It's some of the most fun you'll ever play in a multiplayer game. It's basically like 8-way run Tetris with some slight fighting game mechanics. It's just really good.
That's right.
I started and finished Wolfenstein: The New Order. It was alright. It's not amazing. Because I got most
Clearly good enough for you to ask about whether I was done with Wolfenstein 2 and whether I'd be
Mostly
maybe
because-
potentially prepared to part with it for a while.
mostly because I'm curious as to see how the story continues.
Yep.
Because the gameplay for me was kind of meh. Because I played you know what? I played that game the
Stealthy.
same way I played fucking Metal Gear Solid.
I've heard that Wolfenstein 2 suffers from the same issue as the first, where it's like you can play stealth, but it doesn't really quite work right.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the stealth in that game is shitty because you can't re-stealth. It's like, if you break stealth, that's it. That level is no longer stealth.
Yeah, all guns blazing from now on.
Which is a shame because just the way that I happened to play the early missions, I unlocked a bunch of perks that basically meant I clip a silencer to my pistol and click, 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 the entire room done. No reinforcements, nothing, move on to the next zone. And I was like, I beat most areas. In fact, I would run into gunfights with 2 pistols because I had the damage buff for silenced pistols, and I was just fucking like 1 or 2 shotting people in the head and moving on. Like, it was by far my most effective weapon combination. It's just I would run out of bullets for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah. I mean, look, the story was interesting.
I'm keen.
It was a little convenient, and I don't like stories that have convenient plot mechanics. It just feels shitty.
So for no reason, the boss left his piano here.
Yeah. What happens if it got this wire? I just got a copy of Pokemon Ultra Sun. I'll put maybe about an hour and a half into that. So that's going to be good fun.
No, that's Moon. Sun.
Yep, that's the one right there. So I'm playing that. My girlfriend is playing Ultra Moon.
Oh, damn.
So we're going to sort of play that concurrently, which is good.
I think I ended up wanting Sun more after playing Moon.
I remember when the original came out, the original Sun and Moon came out, it was, what do you want to play between myself and Angelica? And she said Moon, so I'm like, great, I wanted Sun. Easy decision.
Yeah,
with the whole...
I would be the same, except Ultra Moon has Electrike and Manectric, which is one of my favourite Pokemon, and I'm now strapped to try and find a decent electric type.
Yeah, okay.
And that is both one of my favourite Pokemon and a really fucking good electric type, so...
Get a Munchlax, put it up on the GTS, you get an Electrike pretty quick.
I could, if I really wanted one, I'd just get her to breed me one.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, it is what it is. Anyway, Overwatch, obviously, because
it's another month of patch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cooling off on it a little bit because a lot of the balance changes they're making are not fun. But there is a new character they've just launched which is fun. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll skip over that. I mean, look, they had some events or things that they did. They had the Halloween event, which was a lot of fun, and I think maybe since the last time we talked, I guess the Summer Games event as well, perhaps. I don't know if we spoke about that.
Was that the esports thing they had?
No, that's the Overwatch League. The Summer Games is... So for last year, not long after they launched, was the Olympic Games. And so they had an event with special costumes and shit. But this year, because there is no Olympics, because, they're once every 4 years, they just turned it into what they call the Summer Games. So it's just a sporting event-based thing.
Nice.
They brought back the same, multiplayer game, which is Lucio Ball. But, which is literally you just boop the ball around. And then they did the Halloween thing, which was kind of like a PvE game, which was fun.
Yep.
And now I guess we're looking at Christmas and so on and so forth. But anyway, that's Overwatch is still Overwatch. Metroid Return of Samus. I am in the last, couple of hours of that. It's good. It's fucking real good. If you like Super Metroid or any games that are in the ballpark of that. What did I say?
Return of Samus.
Sorry.
No, I had my doubts.
Samus Returns, yes. No, the original was called Metroid 2 Return of Samus. Sorry, my bad.
I gotta pick that up.
Anyway.
It's a little fun.
Samus Returns?
Yeah.
It's fucking really good. It is really, really good. Only slight issue I had, and this is super nitpicky, is that in the area that I just got to, there was I think there was maybe 4 or 5 abilities left to go before I'm fully kitted out.
Yeah.
And then they just dropped 3, one after another. And it's well...
You didn't maybe work for them at all.
Well, yeah, it's the rest of them were fairly far apart and it felt a little bit more meaningful, but it's oh, okay, I just got Plasma Beam and fucking Screw Attack and something else, and yeah, and I already had Space Jump, but the Screw Attack specifically, yeah. that and one other thing, like really, the gravity suit. Got them all within like 10 to 15 minutes of playtime, and I'm like, all right, blow your load much, but you know, I still haven't got power bombs, so there's still shit to do. And I'm excited to finish it because it's really fun, and I recommend it. It's
Yeah, I mean that's the game I used to play a shit ton on Game Boy.
good. Metro 2.
Yeah.
No shit. Well, there you go. You'll probably really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Also, maybe check out AM2 Art as well. You can get your hands on it because that was the fan-made one that got.
Yeah, I've got that.
Oh, you've got that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's see. Played some Neo, which I borrowed from you.
Which is Matrix.
Yes. I learned how to code in their weird coding language, and I made it.
It works.
Yeah.
All I see is blonde, redhead, brunette. No?
Not like this. Damn you, Cypher.
Right, Neo.
Yeah, it was alright. It's fine. It's a little too... How do I put it? Like, it's the gameplay's quick, kind of like Bloodborne, but your moves kind of don't come out fast like they do in Bloodborne, so it's like you're moving quick and the enemies move quick, but your attacks are generally not either quick enough or deal enough damage. So you kind of end up with stamina. It's like, cool, I did a quarter of your health bar and now you're punching me in the dick because I've got no stamina left. Yeah, it's kind of, there are just a lot of buttons to press because you've got to do your key pulse so you can continue moving, and then also making sure you're not in like the Oni zone or whatever it is. It's I don't know, probably just because I'm not used to it, but yeah, I don't know. But I have also gone back and played a whole metric fuck ton of Dark Souls 3. Because
again, it's another episode of Patch.
Because I hate myself. Have I spoken about that one?
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah.
Oh, a few times.
Okay. I think I might have touched on it, but now I've actually...
A few times.
I've actually, like, legit actually played it now. Like, I didn't... Because I think the last couple of times I tried it, I did the starting area, and then was just like, nah, don't like shields. Still don't like shields, but I'm now a significant portion through the game. I'm fairly close to the end, I think.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that has happened. And then, of course, Dead Space 1 and 2 that I played.
Check out in the Games Club from a few weeks ago.
So, I mean, Dead Space 1 is really fucking good. Don't listen to him. It's worth your time. It's even worth your time. Because it's more like Resident Evil 4
It
than...
needs a break, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, if you enjoyed Resident Evil 4 and how that plays, you will like Dead Space 1 probably more than Dead Space 2.
Yeah, but we've got like 4 weeks till Christmas.
It's true.
That's a lot of Zelda to play.
Yeah, it's true. So you got 4 weeks to play Dead Space.
Yeah, so we're to play Fallout 4.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry.
Alright, my games. So my most recent completion was Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, Jesus.
Bored.
It is a massive improvement on just
Wait,
Assassin's Creed full stop.
Oh, Origins.
The RPG inclusions that they've made, the pacing is a little bit off. I think as a result, they're kind of learning their way through
Their
that.
own new gameplay model.
Yeah, well, yeah, so, you know, you need
like
to
how to
complete a few
put the
side
story
missions
in
for your
there.
levels at a sufficient level for that, but it was just a few too many side missions in a few select points that you end
So
up
to
just
grind a
grinding
little
for a
bit.
while.
That's a shame.
But they're learning their way through that. It wasn't, like, ridiculous. It was just edging that territory. This is getting a little bit too much now.
Did it feel like...
On a couple of occasions where it's just starting to get too much.
Did it feel like they've put a little bit more Far Cry into their assassins?
How so?
In terms of like going and getting
Lots of
like
guns.
killing animals so you can craft a pouch to
Oh,
do the
yeah,
thing,
yeah, there's
so that you can
that.
fit your
Yeah,
level
that's it.
8 bow and arrow into your fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, the size of your pouches had no
It's, I
bearing
know it's to
on.
do with ammunition and shit like that.
Yeah,
but
it was all for
Like-
increasing the amount of damage, like,
isn't
your
there-
health
is there a skill
or
tree
the
as well?
amount of damage you can take. Yeah.
yeah, so like that and like the crafting are both very much from the Far Cry formula. Like, do you feel like they kind of... Are they basically distilling the Ubisoft open world game? Like,
No,
do you-
I wouldn't go that far.
No, you don't
No,
think that there's
no, I
enough
wouldn't go.
crossover yet?
No, I mean, I think where they're at's just right. I don't want them to go any further because then they all start to feel too the same, as far as I'm concerned.
Do they not yet?
No. No, I
because
was,
one's a
I was
shooter,
really quite happy with it. I feel like the balance is just right. Again, balance in terms of their pacing is required, but otherwise really good experience. Really enjoyed the story there. You'll see a review on Player 2.
Eagle Vision's pretty cool in this one. Eh?
Is it because it's an actual eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual eagle. Look, they probably lean on that quite a lot, so you get close to your target, whatever it is you need to do. Oh, maybe you should send out Senu, which is the name of the eagle. Eagle flies out, and you start scoping over, and you kind of zoom in and pinpoints all the different goons there and their levels, and finds your target eventually, and then you and you have to do this for every mission. There's
And that's a super interesting mechanic.
missions and side missions. Yeah, it's not original at all.
No, it's from Far Cry Primal.
Yeah. But they've done it before that. Like it's been done before that. But
by Ubisoft?
probably.
But I don't think so. But anyway.
So anyway, as a result, yeah, you're kind of going through that same loop a little bit too much.
I did see one really cool thing where there's a particular bow and arrow type that you can get where you can like direct your fucking arrows into people's faces.
That is something you need to unlock. So you've already got the.
Oh, is it a skill?
Bow, it's a skill. Yeah.
Oh, is it a skill?
One that in the end, because of the decisions I made in the skill tree, I end up getting very, very late because I knew there was a trophy to do with it.
Yeah, right. I thought it was a particular
fire the
bow type.
arrow, and I think if it crosses like 60 meters or something, and then kills the guy, that's
Okay.
bing, trophy unlocked.
Yeah, right.
So that's on my to-do list.
Okay. I think I'd heard or read somewhere that it was a specific category of bow that allows you to do that rather than a skill. But
it falls in line with a particular type of bow, but then within that you have to also unlock the skill.
Gotcha.
So yeah, anyway, Assassin's Creed Origins, really, really good. Nice return to form. Well worth the 2 year wait. Almost 2 weeks at the pace they were going.
Unlike Need to Speed.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, we spoke about it in last week's episode, so I'm not going to dive too much into that. Campaigns, and multiplayer I haven't got anywhere near.
For good reason.
Yeah, and also I'm just not a big multiplayer guy.
And too poor to do the microtransactions.
Yeah, I've returned to Shadow of War now that I've finished Assassin's Creed, so I can actually finish Shadow of War. And knocked over a few missions. I finished Assassins yesterday, the date of our recording, and then cracked into a little bit of Shadow of War after that.
Okay.
And it does show the stark contrast in terms of how far Assassin's Creed is now developed in that 2 year period versus Shadow of War, which kind of sticks true to what Assassin's Creed was doing before and what Shadow of Mordor originally did. Like the way it plays, it's nowhere near as smooth. Yeah, it kind of showed to me how much better Origins has gotten for the time off.
Is that specifically in like the combat stuff or the
combat,
story?
Just the way you traverse? Obviously, they've got different skills. Like you're a wraith, so he's got weird little double jumps and those sorts of things that allow you to travel extreme distances really quickly. But yeah, it shows how far Assassin's Creed's come versus what Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor.
I mean, you can elf run, or you could just ride a camel instead.
Yeah. Beyond that, there's one that I played last night. There was a few of us here last night, Angelica and then her friend Katie. We played. Have you heard of the PlayLink games? What Sony's been doing?
Is that the
on your phone,
like the fake Jackbox stuff?
Basically like the Jackbox stuff. So they released one this week. It's been available in the US for a couple of weeks. I think it had something to do with the app stores. That's been out for ages.
Okay.
They were giving that away to kind of get the ball rolling. But they've released 2 games this week. One of them's Hidden Agenda, which seems to be a
I feel like I've heard about that
murder mystery sort of thing, but I haven't actually started yet. That's next on the to-do list.
Is that the one that's kind of like Werewolf?
Oh, I fucking love
Werewolf.
Is that the one where one of you plays as a spy?
Oh, like Werewolf Within, or whatever, that was a VR.
No, the card game Werewolf.
Oh, I'd have no bloody clue. You know, I'm not a card game guy. I've never
so like one of you is a werewolf.
But no, I don't think so. I think it's the 2 people kind of...
Is that the one where one person is a spy and has to try and blend in?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't yet started.
The PlayStation game.
Like I said, I'm yet to start.
Oh, you get to start that one. Sorry, I thought you were... Sorry,
and then,
I'm half listening.
And then the one that 3 of us played last night was more of a trivia game, Knowledge is Power.
Oh,
which
I haven't heard of that one.
It is just a trivia game. You kind of... Someone needs to win. It was some of the most fun I've had, like most laughs I've had playing a video game in a long time.
Real talk.
And it was more about the humour that we created rather than necessarily them doing anything extraordinary. though I did dress my character up as a hot dog and he was thrusting a lot, which was quite fun.
Was there a
hot dog memes?
Was there a game show host that kind of looks like Pac-Man with big yellow hair?
No.
then it's obviously not good enough. That was a buzz reference.
Little dude there on the front.
What a bell end.
Simple generic thing, but
Why would you
had
not
had a lot of charm. It was good fun
Why would you not get Buzz?
because no.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah. And then beyond that, look, there's just little bits and pieces I've played of some of the games post packs. I've been kind of dabbling in a little bit. Some of the ones that I got some codes for, just kind of messing around, fooling about. Party Crashers being one of them.
Have they fixed the driving yet?
Well, it's the same build that we played at PAX. So no.
Please, I like your games, but the turning axis for a car is not in the centre of the car.
But go check out our PAX special for more of Jay's rants there.
Yes.
But then
me
beyond
bitch
that,
and
like it
moan
was just
on
kind
more
of
of-
like you were kind of joking about year 11s and 12s before. This was my period where my students were doing exams, so
Fuck them, I'm playing video games.
and that and the wedding, and then a few things I've had to review since just mean that like really diving headlong into games probably
tough.
something I'm starting to do again.
Well, you got definitely your pile of shame has
Grown.
recurred.
Well, yeah, there's a few there that have kind of been sitting there just for a while. Final Fantasy 12's one I played years ago. Halo Wars I've messed around with. Star Wars I'm done. Assassins is done. There's a few there that are sitting there as props purely for this episode. But at the same time,
still,
it's
in the same
it's
way
still getting
that-
a little unwieldy, and that does include the Marios and Zeldas of the world, which I'll play
To death.
as of the day you're viewing in about a week from now, when I'm starting to fly overseas for my honeymoon.
Mazel
So,
tov.
Mario and Zelda in particular will get a bit of time on the plane.
But like how one day...
He is hoping those planes have powered seats.
flying
and
with?
all that. Cathay Pacific.
Didn't Greg Miller blow his thing by doing that? Didn't he blow his Switch?
Lodi really enjoyed playing Zelda. I heard.
Didn't he blow his Switch by charging it on the plane?
I think charging and playing. I think if you just let it kind of go about its business. So maybe a few hours on,
Take a
hour
nap.
off, get back to it again.
But yeah, like how nature will one day reclaim our cities, the games industry has reclaimed your pile.
Yeah.
It is now inflated.
I'll put it back in its place as
Yep.
quickly as I can. The problem I've got is that there's still a few JRPGs in there, and they're the ones that cause
And
the
a
problem.
few coming.
And we've got Ni no Kuni in January. We've got Xenoblade
Chronicles.
already, as of the time of viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit to do.
Persona
And then there's
still
Destiny DLC, and Persona's still sitting there in the pile, yeah. Tales is still sitting in the pile somewhere. I think I might have to give up on that one.
You are...
I mean, yeah, and I was doing alright. And then
Did you ever get around to I Am Setsuna?
No.
Are you going to?
I plan to.
Good luck.
Yeah, but that one's thankfully not the monster that some of those others are. So,
Speaking
yeah,
of,
I mean, that's kind
don't
of...
forget there's also Monster Hunter that you might also dive into as well.
Maybe, yeah. Did enjoy what I played at...
It is all happening for you, mate.
Did enjoy what I played at PAX, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, sure.
What are you going to be playing over the coming weeks? As we enter this kind of Christmas period.
Maybe Wolfenstein, Resident Evil 7. I'm probably going to look to finish off Yakuza, get back to that. I kind of want to clear out my... See, like you have just a whole bunch of games that you've not touched.
Yep.
I have a whole bunch of games that I've started and not finished.
Oh, South Park's another one in that pile too that I've got to get back to.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, probably Wolfenstein, Resident Evil. I want to finish Metal Gear Solid 5. I want to finish... I'm probably going to go to maybe Bioshock 2 and Infinite, just to play them again. Fucking Dark Souls, Yakuza 0, and then my girlfriend for my birthday bought me Kiwami, so probably that.
Yakuza Kiwami.
Yeah, sorry. It was part of the same sentence. I figured that, and whatever. I'll probably finish Metroid. I'll be then playing Pokemon Ultra Sun. It's all happening, man.
Damo, I suppose you've got a Switch coming in about a week from now. So you've got that to play.
You got around to finishing Horizon, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got to get the DLC for the Horizon. Want to punch out.
He's playing Punch Out. Great.
Want to play. Oh, sorry, that was just not news I wanted to see.
Oh.
I could have saved an extra $40 on my Switch.
Oh, really?
Fucking Big W, you bastards. Alright, that's fine. Whatever.
You'll be right, mate.
It's a Christmas present.
It's the
fine.
neon one anyway. I don't want the neon one.
Yeah,
Ugly.
Who needs the Matrix anyway?
So you're going to play Zelda. You're going to.
I'll play Zelda. I'll play Odyssey.
You'll be done with Fallout by then.
Fallout should be done. I should be done with Fallout probably this week. Actually, I will. Like, I know there's heaps to explore and everything like that, but I think I'm just gonna punch out that storyline once I get to level 50, and I can do some perking.
Yeah, oh dude, I'm all for it. Super Punch Out. That's a great fucking game. You played it, by the way? It's good.
Yeah, a little bit.
I might jump back on StarCraft or TF2.
Have you played the one that they just let go for free?
Yeah, I've had that for ages.
Yeah. Hey man, just ask.
Hey man, I've been playing that for you.
Speaking of saving money.
And I don't know.
That's about it. Whatever comes up.
Ratchet and
I
Clank?
can't think. Oh no, I beat Ratchet and Clank.
How'd you?
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much whatever comes up. I'll probably hit that Metal Gear stuff.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid 5.
There's investment.
Woo!
Yeah, because I think I know there'll be a point where I'm like playing Zelda and I'm just going,
Need something a bit different.
okay, fuck this shit. I mean, it's happened to Fallout a couple of times. I've just been playing and I'm like, nope, watching Netflix.
Just need you to change your pace.
Just watching Netflix, watching Stranger Things. And that's the other problem. I'll have a lot of TV to catch up on too. Too bad I can't like have my 2 PlayStations or like, you know, some form of thing. Like 2 TVs, and one could be playing Netflix, the other one could be playing games, and I could just easily.
Yeah, I've found it a lot
Mainstream.
easier to be playing my 3DS while I've got something going on the TV.
I was the thing with like Fallout. I have my tablet like pretty much sitting, like will be there, and my TV will
one
be
that you just smashed.
here.
Should be right, mate.
I would laugh if that actually broke even more than it already is. Sony, make it cheaper for me to review it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Alright, that sounds like it's about it then.
No, I'll probably jump back on Fire Emblem. Well, I do want to be.
So we don't even ask you about that anymore.
Do want to play Revelations to its complete end. I won't even worry about the kids this
Play
time.
it to completion.
Kids. Nicely done. So that's about it then. That's the last patch for the month. Tacos Talks, not on Twitter. Paul James P2.
At not on Twitter.
Player2 AU for the website. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. You can catch up with weekly episodes of Patch, the Video Games Club. There's The Insider. There's Player2 Plays. There's a whole bunch of trailers and other assorted videos.
There's XCOM,
only
Enemy
there.
Unknown, Cuphead.
Matt really likes XCOM, so there's probably XCOM.
There's Mario.
The website probably also has a lot
Peach.
more XCOM because Matt really likes XCOM.
Shadow
There'll be
of War.
reviews, previews, features, opinion
Final
pieces, a whole
Fantasy.
bunch of other bits and pieces. I'm going to kill you. Again, all stuff that can only be found at the website. That's the last patch for the year, so thank you very much for watching.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, peeps.
And enjoy
Happy
whatever
holidays
that
and-
you celebrate.
Old Lang Syne and all other.
Happy Krampus, kids!
So until we do all this stuff again next year, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you later.